Chapter 8, Sing Down the Moon, page 38. 3 mornings later, the woman took me to the store and bought me 2 dresses, one of wool and one of velveteen, and a pair of red shoes with buttons on them. She forgot to buy me a ribbon for my hair. I said nothing because I would not need a ribbon for very long. When the next full moon came, I would not be there to use it. When the moon was light enough to see by, Running Bird and I would steal away and take the road to home. Where Running Bird was, I did not know. I asked Rosita if she had heard about her. I looked for her as the woman, and I walked up the street, and in the store I kept watching, and on the way back. I did not find out where she was until the day after the first new moon. Rosita and I went to the market on that morning to buy vegetables. While she was picking out a basket of chilies, going over each one carefully because the senora would punish her if she brought back any that were scarred, I left her and walked around through the market in the hope that I might see Running Bird. There were many Indian girls there, a dozen maybe, but I did not see Running Bird. I had given up and was on my way back to where Rosita stood when I heard a sound behind me. It was the Nez Perce, the one who was sweeping under the trees the morning the Spaniard brought me into the town. She held up a basket of things she had, and I thought that she wanted to show them to me. But as I looked at them, she said quickly in a low voice, "Do not trust Rosita. Everything you tell her, she will tell the senora. There is a bale at your house tonight. My senora is sending me to help you get the house ready, me and another girl. Your friend lives in the second house near the market. It has an iron gate and a pole with a flag on it. My name is Nehana." The girl said this in one breath and was gone before I could answer. Rosita had 3 baskets filled with food. We each carried one and shared the other. As we left the market, I looked for the house where Running Bird was. I saw the big iron gate and the flag on the pole, but the gate was closed and there was a lock on it. I did not tell Rosita that the Nez Perce girl had spoken to me. The 3 baskets of food we carried back to the house were for the party the senora had that night. The rest of the day I spent peeling chili peppers. I burned the skins over a fire and scraped them off and split each pod. Then I picked out the hundreds of little white seeds and placed the pods on a platter. Now and again the senora came and watched me to make me hurry, I guess. I did not hurry, yet by late afternoon I had done 6 platters of chili peppers. My fingers were on fire and I could scarcely see from my eyes. Nehana, the Nez Perce girl, was there as she said she would be, sweeping the house and the walks and cutting flowers to put in bowls. She acted as if she had never seen me, and when I spoke to her, she did not answer. After I finished with the chili peppers, the senora sent me off to my room to put on the new button shoes and the velveteen dress. People came when the sun went down. They filled the house and flowed out into the garden. In my new clothes, I walked around among them, as I was told, carrying a big tray of food. When one tray was empty, I went back to the kitchen for another. Most of the men were Long Knives. They were like the men who had come to our canyon and threatened to destroy our crops and burn our hogans. The senora had told me to smile as I passed the food around, but I hated everyone there, the soldiers and their wives too, and I did not obey her. I saw Nehana many times while I was in the kitchen or walking around with trays of food, but she never spoke. Once, when Rosita noticed that I was looking at the girl, she cautioned me. "That one you keep looking at," she said, "is bad. Once last year she ran away. She was caught and beaten for it with a long leather strip or whip. If she talks to you, do not listen. If the senora catches you talking to her, you will be punished." During the days I had been a slave in the house, I had learned that Rosita liked the life she was living. She came from a poor tribe and a poor family, and she liked all the food she got to eat. The clothes the senora bought for her, the soft bed, and the big room. She liked ordering me around and the penny she always got to keep when she went to the market. If she talks to me, I wanted to say, I will talk to her, whether I am punished or not. "You will be happy here someday," Rosita said. Most of the people were leaving and I was in the kitchen. Nehana was bringing dishes in for me to wash. Rosita and another girl were helping the woman put on their cloaks. Nehana put a tray of dishes on the table and started out of the kitchen. She turned at the door and listened. Men on horses were riding away. Someone was playing a guitar in the garden. Women were laughing in the other part of the house. In 10 days, Nehana said, holding up 10 fingers at the church. The next instant, she was gone, and I went on washing the dishes. There were many. Rosita and I worked until the first roosters crowed. When we went to our room, I lay down on the floor as I had every night since I came, but I did not sleep until gray light showed through the window.